Hey guys, CJ here, and today I'm going over my pick'ems for the Elimination stage, formerly known as the Legend stage of the Major. And without wasting any time, my 3-0 picks are going to be G2 and Vitality. G2 will have their opening game against the Mongols, who I believe that they will recover and go through as well. And G2 and Mongols they share a similar map pool, they share Band and Vertigo, and I think we'll end on either Dust 2, Inferno, or Mirage, because they love those maps, and we'll just get a slugfest. Vitality's opening game is against Gamer Legion, who I do not believe will go through, and I believe Vitality will just outclass. The next group I have going through is Na'Vi, who played Liquid in their opening game, and I believe that after the two initial wins that Liquid scored against them in their debut as a roster, Blade and Na'Vi will take this very personally and will not let that happen again. And I believe Liquid will then be knocked down into the lower part of the system and will come back to qualify as well. I believe then that FaZe will probably do the longest route, but I do believe that there is upset potential because FaZe's first game is against Wildcard. FaZe and Wildcard have somewhat compatible map pools for a best of one upset, and that they both have a very similar rate on nuke, and it could come down to a nuke game. And with FaZe having overall better players, it should be a no-question victory for them. But Wildcard are in good form coming off of the first stage of the Major and just the hype they're feeling about themselves. And FaZe have been in a slump, man. You know, they've been on a downward trend for this year, and they know that a roster change is coming. So either FaZe is going to abuse that dead team buff to come out swinging, or they're going to crumble, and I think we could see an upset in this opening matchup that leverages both, causing them to lose, and then come back and go through at the end. My next team to go through is Mouse. They're my fourth team I have winning the Major outside of G2, Vitality, and Na'Vi. I believe Mouse is our best bet. And their opening game is against Pain. I think Pain could actually out-firepower them in a very surprising turn of events, but I think tactically they'll come through and they'll just be a tighter squad while Pain is still fitting in Lucaozi. Also have Heroic going through, because Heroic's opening game is against Big, and I believe Big is going to be one of our 0-3 teams. I believe Heroic will handily beat Big. Big almost didn't make it through the previous stage and only only got through at the 11th hour because Complexity absolutely crumbled in the way that they somehow always seem to manage to do, which is very upsetting as a massive fan of the team. But beyond that, my other 0-3 pick is actually going to be Gamer Legion, because I think they're going to have a stumbling start against Vitality and will then not recover and get some probably unfortunate draws in the rest of the system and dip out. I believe that Furia will eke out a win somewhere because they're Furia, and you never know what they can do. I believe Pain has a chance to upset Mouse as well in their opening game, but their firepower alone I think will get them some win from one of the other teams, preventing them from going 0-3. I believe that Wildcard has a potential to upset FaZe in their opening game, so I won't put them in 0-3 as well. And I believe MIBR has a chance to beat 3D Max in their opening game, and with that being such a coin toss, I don't believe that either of them have a chance of winning. Now, Spirit up against Furia. Why do I say that Spirit are going to win this, but Spirit are not going to go through? Why is that the case? I think Spirit are going to crumble. I think that they are going to beat Furia. They're going to come up against a higher opposition team that is of higher quality, I mean. I think their mental is going to absolutely crumble, and it will then lead to them bowing out of the Major early and leading into either a change of coaching or leadership or some sort of change over at Spirit. That's my million-mile shot that there is some... I think there's a chance that, you know, it could happen, because as phenomenal as Donk is as an individual, I believe that him and Shiro can only carry so hard right now, and Zontix has been doing a good job, but just the tactics have been lacking, their T sides have been lacking, and Magix and Chopper have been heavy. So I think that Spirit will, they won't go 0-3, but I do not believe that they will make it through the major and will be eliminated 2-3. So beyond that, these are my pick'ems. I am locking them in. I hope everyone has enjoyed the major thus far, and have a good day, everyone. I have been CJ.